We're now at episode 19 of the Battlefield 3 Top 10 Plays by Hazard Cinema, and at number 10, quite an interesting play on the C4 drops from the top of the apartments on Sen Crossing. See if you can guess where he is this time. The entrance of the tunnel to Damavan Peak. I have never seen this little spot before, and I've certainly never seen a player get up here and use it like a plastic bomb drop zone, because right beneath him is the right hand side doorway, which of course lead into the closed off corridors aiming to help players to get in more covertly. Of course, when there's a flood of people trying to get in there, it's not so covert anymore, and large crowds tend to gather outside these doors. What you're seeing now are these aforementioned large crowds currently being dispersed by large packs of C4. The man responsible for this dispersion, CRO Rasky, doing what you might describe as crowd control. 19 kills in total. And number 9, Meja. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, that's a tricky one. He's playing with the SKS on Operation Metro. 2 kills to his name already, hops down to the tunnel with the iron sights and what looks like a flash suppressor behind a whole bunch of people looking to push up to the second base. But he's on defense, he's doing the flank, and he's doing it in the most notorious flank spot in perhaps the entire map. And as a result, he's nailing a whole lot of people in the back because the enemy team are not paying attention. They're getting punished for it. Most of these opposing players arriving in the tunnel from radio beacons, defibrillators, and seemingly spawning out of their teammates' arse are being driven straight back into the ground. And that still image, that's familiar. If I'm not mistaken, I think he got kicked from the game there because he pissed off the admin. Clearly doing an overly fine job there with the SKS to warrant that boot. Number 8, Latin Grabja has called in from the skies above with a special delivery of a quad C4, followed up fittingly with his M27 IAR, a light machine gun spray of 6 enemies with 1 magazine, the unfortunate lack of sound certainly being made up for by his action-packed visuals, with a devastating kill feed from his support kit, with the last MCOM of the base armed and as good as gone, as this man's streak comes to an end, although getting 12 kills in a matter of seconds, certainly nothing to sneeze at. Number 7. Oh dear, Riso, you found yourself in a lovely situation and you've forgotten a crucial element. You forgot your extended mags, dude, so this spray is going to end a little earlier than expected. It's going to have to resort to a 44 Magnum, a hand grenade, and a hell of a lot of reloading to upkeep this streak, although he's not done bad so far. In this short space of time with this shorter than anticipated amount of bullets, he's picked up 12 kills, 6 of which are with his LMG and 6 of which are with his Magnum. But Riso, clearly not satisfied with what he's done so far, wants to head back downstairs to reset the cycle, needs to dodge left and right around this pillar to dupe this guy to finish off his reload, picks up the kill, darts into another room between the tracks, gets another kill, and places down an ammo box as he wants to briefly settle in this room. His lack of extended mags on this light machine gun being made up for by his decision to equip a suppressor, something which is certainly pretty out of the ordinary for LMGs, but it's certainly doing him a good service in this sneaky streak. After getting off his reload, he looks back out across the tracks to finish off that enemy he'd previously injured. One enemy pops his head around the doorway, he goes down, another enemy rushes straight through the door. His teammate sees to that. That's 18 kills altogether. Number 6. An explosive start from Rockhound on Conquest at Carg Island. He's using an MP5, or as the game labels it, the M5K. Looking at the score, his team are seriously behind on points, and they're going to require all 4 flags to win. And as his team take what seems to be a free D flag, Rockhound is going to make a solo effort to take the B flag from what seems to be a large fraction of the enemy team, who are all set up and spawning around it. And with 5 kills so far, he's making fine work of it. His teammate is now arriving, the flag is now neutralized, almost captured. He's made it 7 kills, and the flag is captured. And right after securing the flag, he's immediately convinced that he's already under the cosh, lays down a C4 trap and runs out of sight. Unfortunately, this C4 trap isn't going to amount to much, but it matters not as he's been dealing solid damage with his weapon anyway. Takes out his primary once again, mows down another 2 enemies before he reloads behind the rock, shoots one last vengeful enemy who's hopping over the wall, hunting the kill, and that'll bring an end to a nice objective streak on Carg Island. Number 5 is Blaggy, I assume a friend of Recce, as he actually kills him here in the beginning. He's playing Conquest Domination with the Spas 12 shotgun, and he's patrolling the outskirts, playing it safe yet aggressively at the same time. He jumped the corner there into 2 enemies at once, fired 1 shot, took down both at the same time, and then without hesitation turned the next corner into another 2 enemies, and wiped them both out in an instant. Picks up kill number 7, backtracks through the same doorway, gets a double headshot and a 3rd headshot to cap the perfect finisher to a 10 kill spree, with the spree containing 2 collaterals, if you like. Number 4, no-shot canals are certainly popular for team deathmatch, but some people just have a knack for staying alive on it. Today's example will be Drank the Kool-Aid using the AUG assault rifle, and just like in the last clip with Reggie, he's going to be playing it safe, but aggressively, working the outskirts of the map and not getting caught in a death trap that is the center. The cheeky sniper there gets his head taken off with just 2 bullets. As he's prone on the ramp, you can't be doing that. Looks a little more inland. Spots 2 more and takes them both down with ease. The radar showing no activity, then out of nowhere, 3 bad guys just come swarming in, takes down 1 with the AUG, resorts to the M1911 to keep him alive from the next 2. Needs to reload all of his weapons after that gunfight, and for a split second, laser sight shines in his face, and he's giving himself away for an easy kill. He's been held up in fights in this area for a while, wants to get away from here, so he starts to make his way towards the crane, injures this guy not quite enough, puts 1 more bullet in for the kill, and a hipfire's not going to do the job here. The M1911 will do the job. Now underneath the crane, reloads the AUG, still sticking to the outside of the map and limiting the attention that he can draw to himself. And you're not done here just yet, just look a little out to the right, there's a sniper there. Areas, 13 kills, now he starts to head in towards the crates, where it's generally recommended that you hip-fire everybody you see, except for this guy. Weaves in and out of the crates to reload, turns the corner, with 1 last hip-fire for this gentleman.
I'm on like some 20 kill streak here.
You're not too far away, you're on 16, keep it up, you'll get the 20. Hops through the fencing, gets number 17, gets number 8, no, 18 is escaping, you gotta chase him down, no matter how many grenades are in the way, you've gotta get him. There's number 18, number 19 is sadly AFK, or got his eyes peeled to the sniper scope and can't pull it away. That poor recon guy dashes all the way through to the other side of the map, and that's the one you were looking for. There's your 20 kill streak, revives his teammate as he heads all the way out to the right hand side, out towards the sea, and he cleans up 1 last kill before his kill spree comes to an end. Finally found himself in too much danger to handle, but brilliant all the same. Number 3, I'm sure you've had the most appearances in our plays altogether, White Moose. I'll be amazed if there's someone else who's come in more times than you. But he's also on no-shot canals, but from a different perspective this time. Not on team deathmatch, playing Rush. He's on the attacker's team using an SV98 sniper. And he's already got 4 kills to his name, as he's making his way towards the last base, trying to make the push from the left-hand side from the river, as heading down the middle of the road is generally suicidal as it's such a long, open area that the enemies will generally spot you early and gun you down before you even get close to the MCOMs. So making the push down the left-hand side, he's got himself right up to the BMCOM, the bomb's planted, all of his teammates gathered around the area. This bomb's gonna go down, no problem at all. 6 kills on the board already, all the enemy activity seems to be around the AMCOM, it's totally fortified, while B is as good as gone. It would make sense for them all to just stick around that 1 last MCOM right now, although I don't think it'll last too long, as it looks like such a strong initial push from the attacking team, although it is never easy to get that AMCOM, as it is literally right in front of the enemy spawn door, with very little shelter guarding it. And they have good news and bad news. The good news is they have managed to get a cheeky plant off, and the bad news is the Tunguska has taken out the attacking team's helicopter, and the chain guns of the Venom helicopter are invaluable for attacking a base such as this one. So it's up to the guys on the ground to do it with their guns, and White Moose just got a 3-piece there with his sniper rifle to take his tally up to 12 kills in total, and that looks to have done it. He and his team have done a fine job of holding the enemies away from the MCOM. A's been ticking for a while now, and finally it's exploded, game over, job done. Number 2 is our first armored kill clip, and I'm Chunfisk. Apologies if I said your name wrong. Started off in the jet, taking out an enemy jet with the help of his air radar. He's under pressure, being locked on now by the second enemy jet, but he's managed to shake him off and escape his attention. And now he just wants to take it easy and take in the scenery of Death Valley, as I look out of the window to his left into the nighttime, and he spotted a helicopter. He's kind of bored of flying the jet now, and he wants to switch it up a little. Well then, would you look at that, there's a perfectly free chopper right next to me. Nobody else seems to want it. I'll be taking this one, thank you very much. What a creative bit of aerial play to be able to pick out the helicopter pilot and keep the chopper intact and steal the helicopter mid-air. To keep that back at number 2 would take something ridiculous to grab number 1. Ponyline is in a jet on Caspian border, and he's ascending, climbing higher and higher towards the clouds. His air radar shows he's being focused by 2 enemy jets. Both of them want his jet destroyed. Well, mission accomplished, lads. His jet's destroyed. But now we'll see what Ponyline wants in exchange. He wants both your jets. There goes one. And you've stalled, my friend. You're up way too high for your own good, and now you're gonna get punished for it. And is why you do not give chase that far up in the sky. 2 enemy jets shot down by the RPG whilst floating in midair with a parachute. That was episode 19. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.